Hello, welcome to the detailed technical analysis of AstraZeneca PLC, AZN stock as of July 29. This analysis is designed to provide a comprehensive overview for investors and traders, delivered in a clear and engaging format. Let's dive into the data to understand the current trend, key indicators, and potential price movements for AZN on the Nasdaq. General overview and trend. AZN has shown a generally bullish trend over the past 3 months, with some volatility along the way. The stock hit a high of 75.38 on June 12, 2025, and a low of 66.16 on May 14, 2025. The latest closing price on July 29, 2025 was 73.91, reflecting strong upward momentum in recent weeks. Since early July, the stock has climbed from 69.88 on June 30th to 73.91, signaling that buyers are in control. The overall trend is bullish in the short term, though longer-term averages suggest potential consolidation or resistance ahead. Price and volume dynamics. Price movements have been supported by significant volume spikes, indicating strong market interest. On May 14th, volume reached 5,641,348, with the close at 66.23, reflecting a notable sell-off. Conversely, July 29th saw a volume of 12,320,346, with the close at 73.91, confirming robust buying pressure. The volume-weighted average price, VWAP, on July 29th was 73.388, slightly below the closing price, suggesting some intraday resistance. The on-balance volume, OBV, stands at 7,986,318, indicating accumulation and buyer dominance over sellers, reinforcing the bullish sentiment. Moving averages. Moving averages are critical for identifying trend direction. On July 29th, the 5-day simple moving average, SMA5, was 73.016, and the exponential moving average, EMA5, was 72.632, both below the closing price of 73.91, supporting short-term bullish momentum. The 10-day SMA, SMA10 at 71.421 and EMA10 at 71.913 also sit below the current price, confirming the stock's strength above short and medium-term trends. However, the 50-day SMA, SMA50 at 70.996 and EMA50 at 71.274 are closer to the current price, hinting at potential resistance in the longer term. The 200-day SMA, SMA200 at 70.860 and EMA200 at 71.157 suggest the stock is trading above its long-term trend, but proximity to these levels indicates caution for potential pullbacks. Technical indicators. Let's break down the technical indicators by category for a clearer picture. Momentum indicators. RSI 14 at 60.304, the 14-day relative strength index is approaching overbought territory, above 70, indicating strong momentum but a potential risk of a short-term correction. Stochastic K5 at 62.560 with stochastic D5 at 71.765, the K line is below the D line, suggesting a possible slowdown in upward momentum. Williams R14 at negative 17.071 is close to overbought levels, showing the price is near the high of its 14-day range. Momentum 10 at 3.59, this reflects strong upward price movement over the last 10 days, reinforcing the bullish trend. Volatility indicators. ATR 14, the 14-day average true range is 1.496, indicating moderate daily price volatility, which traders should consider for stop-loss placement. Bollinger Bands. The upper band, BB upper, is at 73.979. The middle band, BB middle, 20-day SMA, at 70.996, and the lower band, BB lower, at 68.013. The closing price of 73.91 is very close to the upper band, suggesting the stock is at the upper end of its volatility range and may face resistance or a potential pullback. Trend indicators. ADX 14 at 15.273 indicates moderate trend strength, supporting the current bullish move but not signaling an exceptionally strong trend. Arun up at 100.00 with Arun down at 76.0 and Arun OCR 14 at 42.857 strongly confirms an upward trend. MACD line is at 0.491 above the signal line at 0.118 with the histogram of 0.373, indicating strengthening bullish momentum. Volume-based indicators. Chaikin OCR at negative 1,690,462.626. The negative value suggests some distribution, but the recent high volume on July 29th indicates renewed buying interest. MFI 14, the money flow index at 51.055, is neutral, showing balanced buying and selling pressure, but it's not yet signaling overbought conditions. Other indicators. PSAR, the parabolic SAR, at 69.362 is well below the current price, supporting the bullish trend. TEMA 10, the triple exponential moving average at 71.183 is below the closing price, confirming short-term bullishness. Linear regression. The 14-day time series forecast, TSF14, is at 72.645, slightly below the closing price of 73.91, suggesting the stock is trading above its linear regression trend line. This indicates short-term overextension, which could lead to consolidation or a minor pullback. Opening price prediction for the next trading day. Based on the closing price of 73.91, VWAP of 73.388, and bullish signals from MACD and stochastic indicators, AZN could open between 73.95 and 74.20 on the next trading day. However, the RSI 14 and MFI 14 nearing overbought levels suggest caution as a pullback is possible if momentum stalls. Support and resistance levels. Support. The lower Bollinger Band at 68.013 and the June 23rd low of 69.88 serve as key support levels. Resistance. The upper Bollinger Band at 73.979 and the June 12 high of 75.38 are immediate resistance levels. The current price of 73.91 is close to the upper band, indicating potential resistance at 74.00 through 75. A break above 75.38 could signal further upside towards 76.00, while a drop below 68.013 could test the 69.88 support. Intraday price range estimate. Using the ATR 14 of 1.496, the next trading day's potential high is 73.91 plus 1.496 equals 75.406, and the low is 73.91 minus 1.496 equals 72.414. This range suggests moderate intraday volatility, with the price likely fluctuating between 72.41 and 75.41. Potential scenarios. Bullish scenario. If volume remains high and the price breaks above 73.979, the upper Bollinger Band, AZN could target 75.38 or higher, especially with positive catalysts like earnings or sector news. Bearish scenario. If RSI 14 crosses 70 and MFI 14 signals overbought conditions, a pullback to 72.41 or the lower Bollinger Band at 68.013 is possible, particularly if volume drops. Neutral scenario. The stock may consolidate between 72.41 and 75.41 as traders await new catalysts or market developments. Conclusion. AZN is in a short-term bullish trend supported by a closing price of 73.91 near the upper Bollinger Band and a strong ADX 14 of 15.273. However, the RSI 14 at 60.304 and MFI 14 at 51.055 suggests caution as the stock is nearing overbought territory. The MACD histogram of 0.373 and the rune up at 100.00 confirm bullish momentum, but the Chaikin oscillator's negative value hints at potential distribution. Traders should monitor the 73.979, 75.38 resistance zone, and the 68.013 through 69.88 support levels. Intraday, the 72.41 and 75.41 range is key. High-volume breakouts above 75.38 could push the stock higher, while overbought signals may trigger a pullback to 72.41 or lower. Stay vigilant for company or sector news and keep stop-loss orders tight near resistance levels. As an additional note, the ATR 14 of 1.4